In this video, we'll be taking a look at 3 NFL games happening on December 1st, 2024, and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games. So 6 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 3 NFL games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start: if you would like to gain access to our best exclusive sports picks to take your journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer our best single picks, parlay picks, and much more. Now let's get started. Indianapolis Colts versus New England Patriots. An American Football Conference showdown is set to unfold on Sunday afternoon as the Indianapolis Colts, currently holding a 5-7 record, face off against the New England Patriots, who stand at 3-9. These two teams last squared off in a regular season matchup held in Germany, where the Colts emerged victorious in a low-scoring affair, winning 10-6. The Colts entered this game following a disappointing home loss to the Detroit Lions, where they were defeated 24-6 and failed to cover the spread as 6.5-point home underdogs. Meanwhile, the Patriots are coming off a road loss in Miami, where they were beaten 34-15 as 7.5-point road underdogs. Heading into this contest, the Colts are listed as 2.5-point favorites, despite playing on the road. Indianapolis's playoff aspirations took a significant blow last week after their defeat against the Detroit Lions. Now sitting at 5-6, the Colts remain in contention for a wild card spot, but their hopes hinge on securing a win against the struggling Patriots this Sunday. New England has struggled mightily in the passing game this season, ranking last in passing yards, with quarterback Drake May facing constant pressure. When these teams met last season, the game was a lackluster defensive battle, culminating in a 10-6 Colts victory. A similarly sloppy contest is anticipated this time around. The Colts have successfully covered the spread in 7 of their last 10 games and have performed better on the road, winning 4 of their past 5 away games. In contrast, the Patriots have lost 9 of their last 10 home games, underscoring their difficulties at Gillette Stadium. It could be argued that Indianapolis might have been riding a 5-game losing streak if not for narrowly escaping with a win against the Jets. However, the reality remains that the Colts are a team still fighting to keep their season alive. While it's unlikely that Jerod Mayo and the Patriots will simply give up, the Colts have faced a grueling schedule during their recent 1-4 stretch, and this matchup against a struggling New England team presents a step down in competition. The Colts are expected to take advantage of this opportunity, so the Indianapolis Colts to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. This game brings together 2 of the least effective offenses in the NFL. The Patriots rank near the bottom of nearly every offensive category, sitting 31st in total yards, dead last in passing yards, and 26th in third down conversion percentage. The Colts, while slightly better, are still struggling offensively, ranking last in the league in completions per game, 24th in passing yards, and 23rd in third down conversion rate. Their previous meeting resulted in an ugly 10-6 contest, and with 2 unproven quarterbacks under center, the scoring outlook for this game isn't much brighter. The total has gone under in 5 of the Colts' last 7 games, and with Josh Downs questionable to play, Indianapolis could be missing another key offensive weapon. Even if Downs is active, his impact may be limited due to his health status. The Anthony Richardson experiment has been far from successful for the Colts this season. After initially benching the young quarterback midseason, Indianapolis attempted to stabilize their offense with Joe Flacco, but his performance failed to justify keeping Richardson on the sidelines. Neither quarterback has managed to ignite this offense, resulting in the Colts consistently playing in low-scoring games. Similarly, while the Patriots may believe they have found their quarterback of the future in Drake May, the rookie has experienced growing pains, throwing 7 interceptions in 8 games. Both teams are expected to lean heavily on their running games, which will keep the clock moving and limit scoring opportunities. The Patriots, ranked 31st in scoring, will likely aim to slow the game down in hopes of staying competitive. Given the offensive ineptitude on display from both teams, it's difficult to imagine this game surpassing any point total set in the 40s. Neither the Colts nor the Patriots possess the offensive firepower to generate a high-scoring affair. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. Arizona Cardinals versus Minnesota Vikings. Two National Football Conference teams aiming to strengthen their positions in the playoff race are set to clash in the land of 10,000 lakes this Sunday. The Arizona Cardinals will hit the road to face the Minnesota Vikings in an afternoon showdown. Arizona enters this game following a disappointing 16-6 road loss to Seattle last Sunday, where they failed to deliver as 1-point favorites. On the other hand, Minnesota is coming off a thrilling 30-27 overtime victory over Chicago on the road, narrowly pushing as 3-point favorites. Historically, the Vikings hold a 16-12 lead in the all-time series, including a 34-26 home victory in their last encounter on October 30th, 2022. The Cardinals had been gaining momentum prior to their recent setback against Seattle, and they face a daunting challenge here against a formidable Minnesota squad. Arizona must contend with a stout Vikings defense that excels at disrupting offenses with complex blitz schemes and varied pressure strategies. Meanwhile, the Vikings have outperformed expectations on offense and bolstered their quarterback depth by adding veteran Daniel Jones as a reliable backup to Sam Darnold. Minnesota boasts a strong 4-1 record at home this season, while Arizona has been less consistent on the road, sitting at 2-3 as they prepare for this matchup. The Minnesota Vikings have been one of the more consistent franchises in the NFL in recent years, which has translated into a solid track record against the Arizona Cardinals. Over their last 10 meetings, the Vikings hold a 7-3 edge, including an impressive 6-0 record at home during that span. This season, Minnesota ranks among the NFL's top 10 teams in most major statistical categories and holds a dominant 4-1 home record. With a chance to secure their second 5-game winning streak of the season, Minnesota is well positioned to continue their success in this matchup. Home field advantage at US Bank Stadium has proven to be a significant factor, and it is expected to play a crucial role once again. Minnesota's defense, orchestrated by coordinator Brian Flores, has excelled at confusing opposing offenses with a mix of schemes and pressure. That defensive prowess will likely be a decisive factor in this game. Arizona's offense struggled mightily in their previous contest, and they may face similar difficulties moving the ball effectively against this Vikings unit. Expect another strong performance from the Minnesota offense, led by Sam Darnold. So the Minnesota Vikings to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. The Cardinals have consistently seen low-scoring games this season, with the under hitting in 6 of their 11 contests. On the road, Arizona has posted a 2-1 record against the under, including last week's matchup against Seattle, which stayed well below the total. Minnesota has also leaned toward lower-scoring games, with the under cashing in 7 of their 11 games this season. At home, the Vikings have gone under the total in 4 of their 5 games, with the lone over occurring in a narrow 2-point loss to the Lions. Notably, all 4 of their home victories have stayed under the number. While quarterbacks Kyler Murray and Sam Darnold have performed well this season, both teams rank among the top 10 in points allowed, with Minnesota leading the NFL in rushing yards allowed. This defensive strength should significantly limit Arizona's offensive opportunities. For the Cardinals, the under has hit in 6 of their last 10 games, and they have averaged just 18 points per game in their last 4 road contests. Meanwhile, the Vikings under record stands at 6-4 over their past 10 games, with the defense allowing more than 20 points only 4 times during that span. With both teams' defenses expected to control the pace, under the projected total is our full game total pick. Houston Texans versus Jacksonville Jaguars. The Houston Texans will face off against the Jacksonville Jaguars in an American Football Conference South divisional matchup on Sunday afternoon. The Texans are coming off a tough loss to the Tennessee Titans in their most recent outing, while the Jaguars enjoyed a bye last week to rest and regroup. These teams last met just a month ago, with Houston coming out on top in a closely contested 24-20 victory over Jacksonville. This Sunday clash will showcase 2 divisional rivals from opposite ends of the American Football Conference South standings. The Jaguars are enduring a dismal season with a 2-9 record, tied for the worst point differential in the American Football Conference at -108 and trailing only one team in the entire league. The return of quarterback Trevor Lawrence, who missed 2 games, provides a glimmer of hope for Jacksonville. However, even with Lawrence under center earlier in the season, the offense struggled to find rhythm. Through 9 games, Lawrence has managed just 11 touchdown passes against 6 interceptions, failing to provide the spark the Jaguars desperately need. On the other side, the Texans are also navigating a rough patch, having failed to lock up the division title despite their solid record. A sense of urgency should drive Houston to an inspired performance this weekend. end. Rookie quarterback C.J. Stroud has shown promise but has faced relentless pressure, leading to a high number of sacks and interceptions. The matchup against Jacksonville's pass rush, which ranks among the league's weakest with only 21 sacks this season, should provide Stroud with the protection he needs to exploit the Jaguars' vulnerable secondary. With offensive weapons like Joe Mixon, Nico Collins, and Tank Dell, the Texans have maintained consistent scoring, putting up 23, 34, and 27 points in their last 3 games. Against a struggling Jaguars team, this sets up a favorable scenario for Houston. So the Houston Texans to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. In their first meeting this season, the Texans amassed an impressive 435 total yards, resulting in a 24-point performance. Over their last 5 games, they have averaged 24 points per contest, showcasing an offense capable of exploiting weaknesses in opposing defenses. Meanwhile, Jacksonville's defense has been porous, allowing at least 28 points in 3 of their last 4 games, a troubling trend that bodes poorly for their chances in this matchup. On the flip side, the Jaguars have been able to generate points in several recent outings. Although they struggled offensively in their last 2 games with Mac Jones under center, they managed to score at least 23 points in 3 of their previous 5 contests. The Texans' defense is also coming off a poor showing, having surrendered 32 points to the lowly Tennessee Titans last week. The over has hit in 5 of the Jaguars' last 6 games, emphasizing their tendency for high-scoring affairs. Given both teams' recent defensive struggles, this game appears primed for a scoring explosion. Houston allowed 32 points to Tennessee, while Jacksonville gave up a staggering 52 points to the Detroit Lions in their most recent outing. C.J. Stroud has had a rough stretch lately, but this matchup against one of the league's weakest pass defenses is a golden opportunity for him to rebound. Similarly, Trevor Lawrence's return provides a significant upgrade over Mac Jones, whose inefficiency limited Jacksonville's offense. With 2 defenses coming off their worst performances of the season, this contest is likely to feature plenty of offensive fireworks. Therefore, over the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.